Okay, here we are in Tortola,
Yeah.
the British Virgin Islands, and I'm here with Dan, and he is going to take us on a tour of Tortola and tell us all about Tortola and the British Virgin Islands. Hello, Dan.
Hi there. Yeah, my name is Dan, and I'm his driver for the next hour and a half. And right now we are driving through Road Town, British Virgin Island. But even though we are British Virgin Island, we do not spend the euro or the English money. We spend American dollars. That's the only kind of currency we spend. And our population is about 40,000, and it's about 60 different islands and keys that make up the British Virgin Island. And Tortola is the biggest one out of all of them. We have 3 airports. The main airport is on Beef Island, which is joined to Tortola by a bridge, and the other 2 airports, one is on Virgin Gorda. That's an airport that carry the small planes, what can carry like 7 or 9 people the most. And we also have one on Anegada. Anegada is the flattest one of our island. The highest hill is about 5 feet high, and it's made out of coral. So what you get out there, you have a lot of reef, so you get a lot of like conchs and like fish, all different type of fish and things like that. And right now we are facing going in front, that is our courthouse, and behind of the courthouse, that is our high school. So when you graduate from the high school, we have a college which is up in the eastern area, and the name of the college is the Community College. And right there, that long and great building right there on your right, that is called the Sunday Morning Well. That's where they celebrate the freedom of slavery in 1843. And coming up, we are going to meet our main burial ground, which is in Road Town, before we go up to the hillside. And my grandmother, which her name was Eliza Turnbull, she was the oldest in the BVI before she died. She lived up to 110 years old.
Ooh.
That was my grandmother, the oldest in the BVI. So right now this road we are going up is called Joe's Hill. That's the name of this road here, Joe's Hill. Our highest hill is 1,780 feet above sea level. So that's the highest hill in the BVI.
Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, there's...
So that is Road Town, you can see the ship and everything.
Yeah, you can see the ship down there.
Yeah, so that's the whole of Road Town. And okay, you see the field, that's our only track field we have in the BVI, where the athletes them come from all over and we have competition there. And then we can see the high school, the L1 and those others. Those others are partly new because those are new school they made after the hurricane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we go a little further. That tree you see right there in front of us, that's a papaya tree. This one right here.
Yeah.
That's a papaya tree. You know that one, right?
No.
Avocado.
I was gonna say avocado.
That's an avocado. So that's a local avocado. So we also have them there. We also have guavas. So now you see this side. So we are going over this side by our children, and then when we're done, we'll be coming back up to the other side. And you like by the rum distillery because it's over 400 years old. The rum distillery. So when we go a little further over, I'm going to stop in order for you to get to see all our neighboring islands. If you look on this map here, you're going to get to see all these islands here.
Oh, okay.
So all these islands that you see there on this map is what make up the British Virgin Island. Except the one you see saying St. John. That's a US Virgin Island. But if you're a good swimmer, you could swim from the BVI over to the USVI. If you're a good swimmer. Yeah, because it's so close, you know.
Yeah.
So right up here, that is like the second highest hill you got right there, where you see that antenna. Now that antenna there, that transports signal from Tortola station over to like just Vandai, Anegada and all those other places because it's higher than any hill they have on those other side. So that's where you get a signal for your telephone and also like cable TV. You get it off of there. So up here is called Chalwell. Let me do a little further one now. I'm going to show you Sage Bunking. You're also going to get to see St. Thomas and St. John, which are US Virgin Island.
Oh, we just came from St. Thomas.
Okay, well, you're going to see how close we are to St. Thomas. St. Thomas, if that cruise ship had come straight direct, it would have taken you like an hour the most.
Oh.
So that means they sail around and they went out, you know, killing time. So when I get right there now, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right here so you can see some of the neighboring islands.
Oh.
So you see all those islands out there. All those islands are British Virgin Island.
Here.
You want to get out? You could get out, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, that ain't no problem, man.
Okay, let me see.
You could get out. This map, it gives you an idea of what you're looking at. So you see, that is Norman Island. That's the one by Tortola, Treasure Island. That's Norman Island. Then coming further, we have Pitt Island. Pitt Island is a resort which is run by Amway. That's a resort which is run by Amway. And then you have Salt Island. Salt Island is an island that produces natural salt. Salt that you can cook with and everything. So long ago, what they used to do with that, like how they didn't have no fridge or no freezer, when they have meat or fish or chicken, they will chip it up and then they put the salt in it, and the salt will keep it without spoiling, without going bad, you know. We have also have a lot of marinos, like one of our main income is so all those you see down there, marinos. We have about, like, say, approximately about 20 marinos out there. So a lot of people come here, but they do rent a boat and then they go island hopping.
Ah.
Yeah, so when you're on the boat, they have everything. You can sleep on the boat, you can cook on the boat, you can bathe on the boat. So it's cheaper than staying in a hotel.
Really?
Because it's a big catamaran, yeah. Because when you look at it, right, if you have a family of like say 10, each person only gonna be paying about like maybe about $600-700 for like a week.
Oh,
And you get your own captain.
Yeah. They rent the boat for $600 or $700 for a week.
If no, like what I'm saying, they rent for more. But if your family is big, it bust them to about $600 a person, or you see what I'm saying, or $700 or $800 a person. Because if you're staying at one of a nice fancy hotel, it's gonna cost you for one night about $600.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be for one night.
Yeah.
So when you look at it, it's a lot cheaper to use a boat because you're gonna get to visit all these islands. You're gonna get to do so you're gonna be sleeping on the boat. You're gonna be able to cook on the boat. You're gonna be able to get, if you want fish, use fishing rod, catch fresh fish like my tunas and all of that, you know.
And how much does the boat charge you a day?
The boat that they might be about maybe, it could be about maybe about $1,200, $1,500
For a day?
Yeah, for a day. But that's the catamaran, the other boat like sport boat. But to me, they don't want to go in one of those kind of boat because they mostly on just sail around and they consider they as like 8 hours. You see? But if you use a catamaran like those big one there, see what I'm saying?
How much? And that costs like $1,500.
For maybe a day.
And then you stay overnight.
Yeah, so that we consider a day.
And you get to travel to all these islands. And you cook everything.
Well, yeah, you cook and everything, but for one night you might only get to go to about 2 islands because those boats ain't really fast like that. Those are just like how we would be on a cruise ship, you know, like air conditioning and everything like that, you know. And down there, where you see that track light, that's where we used to have
Horse racing?
Yeah, but the hurricane damaged the track and the government didn't put it back together. So that's where we are. So most of our houses come from America. So those are houses in America where are not going to go, like running, and people don't here buy them. So horses from St. Thomas come up to Tortola, used to come up to Tortola to compete, and horses from St. Croix used to also come out to compete against the horses from the BVI. So that used to be every year something, you know. So right now, the guys them up here will have horse, they carry them down to St. Thomas to run in St. Thomas. Like I said, I'm going to show you St. Thomas. St. Thomas is right there.
Okay.
All of this. So when you go straight up to, you see back at the hill up there where you see that bigger island?
Yeah.
That's this one here. That's Virgin Gorda. And you hear about Richard Branson already, right?
Yeah.
He have 2 islands. This is his island, one of them.
He owns this island
Yeah,
over here.
Nika Island and Mosquito Island. He have 2 islands.
He owns 2 islands.
Yep. And they get those islands for like, long ago they buy those islands for like maybe about $2 million. But to stay on one of those islands, you know how much you pay for a night?
How much?
You pay about $60,000-$80,000 for one night.
Oh Lord.
They say Oprah Winfrey, she stay there. So those places are for people that is not even millionaire, billionaires, like have a lot of money. You know, because everything will be included, you know. Yeah, everything will be included. So this is one of the beautiful about the inside. And when we drive away that side, I'm going to show you where the house is. Sage Mountain.
Okay.
But look in there.
Alrighty. Okay, here we go. A tour bus.
Yeah. So when we're going now, like those things you see there, that's the next one of our fruit. We call it cocoa plum.
Oh,
When
okay.
they're right there, like, right, so they also have like one side of them. And straight up, that's Sage Mountain. When you look straight up there, so that's the house right there. And these flowers here, this is the national flowers of the BVI. You call it hibiscus.
Oh,
Those flowers there,
alright.
call them hibiscus.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, okay.
And then you take some video.
Okay.
So down there is where we be passing through. Yeah. Down there is King Garden Bay. And then, okay, this grass all every single antenna, that's the area where we drive through and come across. And this area called Shadow. Now you see the street here? This is a leaf, like I tell you, be careful with the edge.
Oh,
This
okay.
is like a tree. It's also good for making tea out of it.
Oh.
You can also make tea out of this here for when you have the cold and everything. We call this one crab bush. And then you see those trees with the big leaves. This tree there with the big leaves. That trumpet bush. You also make tea out of it.
These?
Watch it edge. Don't go to
Okay,
the edge.
okay.
Now you might fall over and it's a long way down.
Yeah, it is.
So those out there, trumpet bush, those big long trees. Call
Okay.
it trumpet bush. So you also use them for if you have the cold and everything like that. So you see those boats there in the water?
Yeah.
Those are the boats I tell you, like when you go like when you rent a boat, like for family or whatever, that's them right there. Catamaran. So they have different sizes in them.
Okay.
So right now they came from like Better Road, somewhere where I show you, and then they sail around and then they like overnight there. So what you do, you overnight and then the next day you go to another island. That's how you do it.
Okay. What is this called?
Huh?
What is this place called?
Over here,
Yeah, that place down there.
this area is called Windy Hill.
Rimby Hill? What's
Windy.
Windy Hill?
Yeah.
What's
Down-
that
down there?
Yeah.
Cane Garden Bay. Like
Cane-
sugar cane.
Oh,
Cane Garden Bay.
Cane Garden Bay?
Yeah. So that's where the rum distillery is located.
Oh,
So that's
okay.
where I'm gonna carry you. And then if you want, like I say, you could like pay $1 if you want, and you could get 5 different tastes of the rum.
Oh, okay.